Welcome back, my people. It's another episode with the ZX300 ZX 1989, I believe it is. I started working on this a few months ago, well, a couple of months ago, maybe 2 months ago, and haven't finished it. I was working on it doing the clutch master cylinder, and my brother, this is my brother's car, by the way, it's not mine. Let's see, what does it say, what year it is? Anyway, so he's got a new part for it, and it's ready to start putting it back together. Now, I can't see the build plate here, so I can tell you what year it is. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. So it's a 3-liter VG30. Now, where's the year? Oh, wow, where is the year? How come I'm not seeing the year here? Anyway, it's a 300ZX, and yeah, they made these, I believe, between 89 and 95. 1995, I think, was probably the last one, and then they quit after that. 300ZX. So yeah, so this one is getting a slow, it's getting a rebuild. He's already started, sanding it. It needs a fresh paint. It needs a fresh coat of paint, so that some areas have been sanded. Slowly getting it ready for paint. Hopefully in the next, I don't know, maybe couple of months. He's doing it up slowly. He's got a few projects already on the go, so this one is kind of not urgent. So all this has been sanded. Eventually it's going to look a bit like that. It's a little bit shiny at the bottom. It's a little bit shinier down here. He didn't sand it there, so he's going to paint it up to there. And yeah, see, it's a bit rough, but it's been sanded back. A bit of rust starting to come back here. He sanded a little bit too deep, but it's only surface rust. It will come out after another light sand over the top again. Look at this. It's got a little bit of patina and a bit of aging going on. This is detached, but that's okay. That can be re-glued. It's gonna, well, most likely we'll just take the whole thing out and put a new light assembly in there. Same, well, this side is okay, but it needs a new bezel to go around, a little lights around, and a new bumper. So yeah, it's gonna get a new bumper. This bumper here is the NA bumper, natural aspirated front. He bought it this way, but he's not happy with this bumper, so he's gonna get the correct bumper for it, which is it has air gills here. It's got some gills or fins to push air into through the intercooler. It's got intercoolers right back there, guys. You can see just one there, and there should be another one on the opposite side. So at the moment the intercoolers are not really breathing much. It doesn't have many vents, if you notice. Look at that. There's only a small gap here and another gap down there for the radiator. I don't know if you can actually see under there. You can see the oil cooler and the intercooler right underneath or next to it as well. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting as well to see how that turns out. And I'll show you the new part. Actually, I'll show you the old part right here. Here's the old part. Oh, it's actually got a nut inside, but that's the old part right there. And I will put a new one in, and hopefully it'll match perfectly. It looks like it's the same part. Everything else looked right. I just make sure that this rod, the push rod, is put in correctly and adjusted. The length must be checked and measured so that it sits perfectly. So we'll see how that goes. I'll do my best to make sure it's the same. So when it goes back in, I don't have to play around with it because as you can see, there is not much space. I've got to fit it right through there, and look at that gap. There's not much. I probably won't get it done today, but I want to get it started. I've even loosened the brake master as well. I've loosened that off so that I can actually have some wiggle room to get the bits out, the part that I need out. Oh, my tools are all here still from about 2 months ago when I started this job. All these are the tools pretty much. They're the main tools that you need. And some screwdrivers, which is inside. So a clamp like that, a vice clamp, is good to have. A big ratchet like this one, perfect to have. It's a very good brand too. I spent a lot of money on these tools when I was a mechanic, when I used to work in a workshop. And what's that, a 10 mil? 12 mil? Oh, I'm struggling with this thing is struggling with the zoom. Now here we go. Oh. Here we got 12 mil. And a small one like this is very good to have. And with a swivel joint right there. Very, very handy to have in case you can't reach those bolts. I believe I use them all. A 9 mil, 8 mil. I think this one's for the pipe, the nipple, and a 10 mil for the pipe. And this one for the what do you call it, pipe nut? What do you call this? The name's disappearing, sorry guys. You know, these nuts here. This is a pipe, and then you got the nut that locks it in. So to get that off, this one is the best one to use because, and it's a small one guys, a very small vice clamp, a vice grip, because it can fit down there easily. Now I'll show you the new one. The boot, it's got some boot actually. I will show you the new part guys, I haven't forgotten. I don't know how I'm going to access the boot, but look at the doors, they're quite thick. 1989 Nissan 300ZX. They came out roughly around the same time as the Nissan Skyline GTR, and they produced this one pretty much to be like the king, but unfortunately, or is it unfortunately or fortunately, the GTR pretty much was the famous popular one that most people like to buy. The prices have gone up a lot, but this one here, I believe these ones were more expensive than a GTR because of the options that they came out with. There's a lot of things that they put in this one that you will not find in a GTR, and also vice versa. You won't find some things in this car either that you find in a GTR because they were designed for different purposes. This is a GT cruiser kind of car, where the GTR was a GT Grand, like a racer. This one is not a racer, but it can boogie. It does pull some good, you know, it does have some good power. Nice short shifter here from, yeah, very short. It's built in a formation like a, it's built pretty much to look like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. More of a Lamborghini shape. Even Lamborghini actually did borrow the headlights from this car. They use the same headlights in a Lamborghini. I think it's a Diablo. So yeah, go check them out. I will show you the headlights actually close up so you can double check. I think that's a Diablo. I know for sure it's a Lamborghini back of this same era. Diablo must be the one. The Murcielago, I think they changed it at that point, but don't quote me. You just go check it out for yourself. It's got well, he's taken off the steering wheel. He wants to he's changing it to something a bit more sportier. I believe he's gonna put that one on. He's taken the original one out. For me myself, I really like original things, so for me I would like the original one in here. But my brother is different. He likes to change the steering wheels to something else. But yeah, it's not my car. But look at the gauge work here, the gaugery, how it's laid out. There is some similarities to the GTR in how it's, you know, how it looks, especially that boost gauge here. Very similar design to the Skyline GTR. The font is the same, the little diagrams are the same, but obviously it's not in the same formation. But really, 180 kilometers per hour, because this is a Japanese car, so these are, well, there's a lot of imports of these. This must be the imported one, or they've changed the class. I don't know what's happened here. But 180 kilometer speed rating, I think in Japan they had a lot of that happening. So a lot of people just tend to change the cluster to an Australian one, or the European ones that show a higher speed on there. Low kilometers, look at the kilometers, 97,000 kilometers. That's kilometers, guys, not miles, kilometers. So hopefully that is true. If it is true, then this engine is quite fresh enough. Seats, they're very, you know, the bucket seats. Very interesting seats, actually. A little bit more luxurious than the Skyline GTR. They're midway between a racer kind of seat and a comfortable seat. So here's the comfort creatures you have. It's got actual electric seat, adjustable seat, electronically adjusted seat. The boot. This one you will not find in the GTR unless there was some special GTR that came with it, but I don't know of any, and I've never seen any of them with that. So that is a special feature only in the 300ZX, and this is another feature. There's an option that they came. You could get it in with a tugger roof. So the roof here, if you notice, it's got glass and it comes off. There's a lever you pull roughly here. You pull that and this comes right out. And maybe I will do that right now. Oh, let me see. Oh, you have to have two hands to do it. So what I will do is I will place it like this. Hopefully you'll be able to see me. I don't know if you'll be able to see me yet, guys. Let's see if I can figure this out. Oh boy, no. Well, oh, there we go. I got it now. So there we go. Comes out like so. You pull it out. There you go. I'll put it over here. And voila, the top comes off. Now you can see why it costs a whole lot more than a GTR. Looking at it from this angle, this view with the roof off, I can't start it, the battery is disconnected. Without the roof, it would be a really cool car to drive back in the 90s, you know, boss car. Very solid door, very heavy, thick door. And it's also got material cover on the side there. And material covers, fabric on the under the dashboard there, pretty much covering the whole thing, matching with the seats all the way to the center console right here. Very shallow center console. I would have thought it would have been deeper. Oh yeah, we've got the speaker. This speaker here came out of here, that position there. It's an aftermarket system, so hopefully I remember to put that one back on for him. I took that off while I was removing the door because this door had an issue, so we had to fix that. But here we go. Even with the window open, you get a little bit more air at the top. Let's open that boot. See? Oh, it's heavy. Oh boy. There we go. Sorry, it just got stuck because it hasn't been open for a long time. The seal got a bit too sticky. But yeah, back here got the speakers. Oh, I wonder if this comes off so you can actually see the speakers. Wow. This reminds me of the Supra. They got a very similar setup at the back. Now, there's not much room here because there's a spare tire under there. Oh, there's a piece. I was really hoping he kept this piece. I wouldn't mind. If I knew how to glue. Oh, where it is. If I knew how to glue, plastic glue, or plastic weld, I should say. Maybe one day I'll try to do it, but I believe he wants to find a new one. Yeah. Perhaps that could be too hard to fix, so we'll leave that. Yeah, there's not much room back here. Some of the ZXs actually didn't have a rear seat. They just totally eliminated that and made it a pure two-door. This is a two-seater. This is a four-seater. As you can see back there, we've got tools back there, but yeah, and the two-seater is actually shorter as well by a few centimeters. A few centimeters shorter. This is a longer version that actually came with the 4 seats. I'll show it from this angle. Yeah, so guys, oh yeah, the new part. Let's get to the new part. Oh, where is the new part? It's in there somewhere. What did I do with the new part? I need to open that. Let me get the key and open. Where did I put the key? There's the key. Nope, that's not the one. There it is. Okay, now let's see. Let us see. Oh, did I also say it's twin turbo? That's the other difference between this and the GTR. There's the pipes for each side. Another 2 pipes. So it's got 2 manifolds, one this side and another manifold this side for the V6. And it's twin turbo. It's got a turbo right under there, another turbo right down there, twin turbo. The GTR is twin turbo as well, but this is a different type of twin turbo. It's actually got 2 separate sides because it's a V6. Now the keys, look at the keys, look at that. That's how they look, the original ZX key. Interesting. Fancy. Fancy. Uh-oh. 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 Don't know why that's not opening. I guess I have to reach all the way over. I can't open it from that side. Let me reach over and get that. Yeah, there we go. So you do have a little bit of room at the back. Not much, but some room. So wait until you see this car when it's washed. Right now, it's still quite dusty because it's been parked here for months. It's been parked for months, and also he's changed the wheels to his aftermarket wheels. It used to have original wheels, but he took them off, put some bigger wheels on it. What size tires are there? It's got some really wide wheel tires on it. Twin exhaust. That's how they came from the factory, with twin side pipes. But obviously the mufflers are different. This is not the original, but it comes with twins. Let's check underneath. Have a look underneath, see what it looks like. There you go. And they do come with 4-wheel steering as well, the high class system. A lot of people delete them. I don't know if they've deleted this one, but it's quite common for them to be deleted. I hope it's got it because I like having original things. I hope it does have it. If it doesn't, it still drives good. People don't need, I mean, it might shorten the steering circle, but it's not really that important. Now, is the tire size there? Okay, let's spin the camera. It is a what is that? 265 35 ZR 18s. So yeah, they're quite wide on the 18-inch. So anyway, guys, this is the new part. This is the new part that's gonna go in this car. Now, I don't have an actual bench. Oh, actually, what I'll do is I'll work over this side. We'll use this bin as the bench for now. I hope all the parts are still here, guys. Hope nothing's been thrown out or dropped, because that would be a disaster. It would just mean I'll have to go search for another one from somewhere. Iced tea. Here we are. So now we get our parts. I think that's what I'll do, guys. I think I'm gonna cut the video now, and then if you stick around, if you like this video, join me on the next video where I actually maybe film the progress of what's going on here with this part, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, guys, so for now I think I'm just gonna tune out and focus on putting this back on. I don't even know if I have a, let's see if I have a tripod so I can film this with two hands. This is nope, not that side. No tripod, so one-handed filming. Alright, guys, I'm gonna say goodbye, good morning, good night, and good evening, depending on where you are. Evening, the sun's going down. Summer has just finished, guys. We've begun a new season. I believe it's autumn now. The autumn leaves are starting to fall. Now, I'm working on this car still, guys. I'm working on the car. I'm just transferring all these things, but transferring the... Oh, hang on. That's interesting. That is interesting. It's actually got a metal bit in there. So guys, this is the old part. It's got this rubber insulation thing, and the new one doesn't have that, so I have to transfer this rubber onto this one. But this one's only got a little one there, which is the old one also has. Hang on, what is going on here? Just double check, make sure they're the same length. They're not the same length, but I believe it should work. I never noticed that. It's got a metal thing here. Boy, okay. Surely it has to fit. If it doesn't fit, then we're in really big trouble. What does that mean? Alright, guys, I need to really... Oh boy, let me get some WD-40 from my boot here, and hopefully we can bash that little piece out. Hopefully with a screwdriver or something. Yeah, it's a bit worrying. What's going on here? It looked the same last time I looked at it, but now What the hell? I just hope that that fits. That metal part needs to be bashed out. That's stuck in there either with rust or it's permanent, I don't know. But this bit here, that's a bit of a concern. Everything else looks okay. It's just that this extra longer bit here. What the hell does that mean? I just hope that that doesn't... Oh, there we go. This one actually has come out, but the other side hasn't. Okay guys, I'm gonna have to focus really hard here. I'm gonna have to cut the video and get working. So I finally got the rubber thing out. Now I've tried to put... what's going on here? I tried to put this one on there. And fortunately, the holes are too small. This hole is too small. Oh boy. This one's bigger. Those holes are different sizes. So this insulator thing, the rubber, the factory, they put that in there for a reason. I don't know what that reason is, but that definitely will not go. I think the next move is to see if this thing will actually mount up in the engine bay, because if it doesn't, then there's no point going any further. I just hope it does, because that would be a ridiculous design. Well, that goes on. That goes on. It goes on. So at least we know it mounts up. So it definitely does fit on the ZX. But whether... Uh-oh, no, I can't get it out. What the hell is going on here? It definitely fits on the ZX, but... Oh boy. Come on, come on. Ugh. It definitely fits on the ZX, but then this insulation that the factory put in, it looks very beautiful, but unfortunately that's how the thing goes. Factory items are always better built in every single way. I don't know why. Now I need to get this one off and figure out what's in here, so I can take this one. I need to take this off, this rubber. What the hell? What is going on here? This one doesn't even have this rubber. I mean, that doesn't look right. I mean, what? Oh, goodness. Everything is just turning out weird. It's like, this is not good. I don't know. I don't know if I like this at all now. I'm not sure. Oh, come on. There's a slight difference. But it doesn't have a dust boot. This one doesn't have a dust boot. A dust cover is not there. Okay, so it doesn't have a push rod, which is fair enough. I can use this push rod. But now, if I take this push rod and put it in here, it's going to be too long. I just don't believe this is going to... Oh, goodness. Ay. The length, the difference in length. Oh, goodness me. That is not right. That can't work. It definitely will not work. To put that rod onto the new one, I have to make this one, I have to make the push rod longer by quite a lot. That's not going to be enough, guys. That's definitely not going to be enough length. It's going to be right on the edge to make this thing work. Oh boy. Let me think some more. I'm going to cut the video and think some more. Otherwise, what's going to have to happen is... Oh, I don't even want to think about this. Boy.
now I'm not happy about this. When parts don't match like this it usually means trouble. I don't like this at all. Well, I've got all the original parts here. If I wanted to reverse the process, I could. Everything's okay. Guys, let me see if I can find a ruler and measure this thing, because if it's too long, it will sit on the edge and it just will not work. It won't work that good. Do I have a ruler? I don't think I do. Man, I don't have a ruler here. Oh boy. I have a ruler at home, at my place, but not here. Oh boy. How am I gonna know if it's gonna work? This is turning out to be... Because imagine me putting all this back in there to find out that it doesn't want to work. I need a screwdriver. Let me see if I can get a screwdriver. What else can I do here? What else can I do? Okay, I'm gonna rattle off some options, guys. You let me know what you think. The options would be to get this one rebuilt professionally and then put it back. Then everything is 100%, 100%. But to do that, I'm gonna have to go in here, pull it all apart, and then pull it all apart. I need two hands, guys. I'm gonna be back. So I need to pull it all apart. Let me see if I could rest this somewhere like here. I'm gonna have to pull it all apart, figure out if this can be a rebuild, if it's worn out enough. If it's worn out too much, then I definitely won't be rebuilding it. Yeah, I could pull it apart. See this boot here, guys, that's what I'm worried about. This boot is way too long. You need that boot to protect this. If that's not protected, if that's not protected, what will happen is dust will get in there and it won't last. So I need to... Well, okay. Okay, let's just do it this way. This is a cheaper version of it. This is a very cheap model of this. This is the best one. And they've got the full boot cover. This one, they've skimped out. That's what they've done. Okay, so I don't have to take that boot off. I can leave that boot there and use this one. It's not the best, but it will have to do. Now, my next problem would be... Alright. So I need to check the length of this, which means I'm going to have to get a ruler for sure, because this is not going to... It's not... Whoa. It's not going to be easy to do it once it's on the car. I need to check the length here and make sure it equals to the original length. How am I going to do that? I need a ruler. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to go find a ruler, or maybe I'll have to use some other methods like measure by eye. Not a good idea. I could estimate. Okay, I could estimate. Let's just estimate and see. Doing it by eye. It's going to be roughly. I need to be. The total is there. The total's there, so. No, this is not good. I need a ruler. This is ridiculous now. I'm going in a different direction. This is ridiculous now. Okay. If this doesn't work, it's a lot of work, guys, to be doing this. You have to do it on the bench before you put it back. Now, from here to there. No, I need to do it from here. Okay, sorry. Wrong position again. Oh. So this screwdriver is roughly the length I need. From there to there. So where will it... No, it needs a ruler. There's no need. There's stuffing around. I couldn't find a ruler, guys. Oh, help me, guys. What am I gonna do? Let me think some more, guys. I'm gonna let you go and then you join me later. See what happens here. Actually, yeah, okay, let's see. Let's figure this out. What do you do in this instant, guys? What do you do? Boy, oh boy. I'm really, this project is taking too long. It's taking too long. I need to figure this out. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Honestly, if I take this one out now, put it in there. Okay, anyway, I think I figured it out. Let me pause for now. Alright, guys, let's see how far we go this time. I've got a little pricky thing, a pokey, whatever you call it. A metal thing to get this rod out of here. So the push rod. These things can be rebuilt at the end of the day. If I really fail, I could get this thing rebuilt as well. It's hard to tell. How would I, to get that rod out, I would have to push on this side. I would have to blow. Nope, it didn't come out. Because, obviously in a workshop you would have compressed air, and that would definitely move it. But right now we don't have any such thing. So I've put, oh boy, I lost my little rag. Now I'm ragless. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Like find my little rag. But what I'm doing pretty much, guys, is this is what I'm doing. I've put WD-40 in there, in the piston. So that's sprayed. I'm trying to get the piston out. I sprayed this side. Look at the junk that was in there. So to me, I would probably, at this point, if this was my car, it's not mine, I would be almost at a point where I would get this one rebuilt. Just because I know this is the sure thing. This is not the sure thing. This is a good replica. Or, you know, guys, the thing is, when they replicate original parts, they make them so they fit a lot of other cars as well. You won't be surprised if the same part will fit on a, you know, Ford Cortina or something. I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised at all. Now, how am I going to do this? I have to hold it like this, block all the holes, and then try to blow one side. Nope, no movement. I'm not strong enough to move it. But from what I can see, can this be rebuilt? I need to really get in there with a torch and really analyze it. The piston is stuck a little bit because there's debris in there. It just needs more pressure, more force to get it out. Okay. Okay, so here's a new part. Hope I don't lose any parts here. In this moment where I'm swapping everything over. So that's two things I can't use. I can't use this, and I can't use this. Or maybe I could. No, I cannot. But this thing is that's a millimeter thick. That's 1 mil thick, maybe even almost 2 mil thick actually. So I'm losing length here, so I'm really way out. My measurement is not going to be correct. That's why, well, that's why most mechanics don't like aftermarket replicas. I just hope that this is not the original. I've got a feeling it's not the original. Something just doesn't, things are not making sense. And there's the piston right there. It almost flew out. There it is right there, guys. So we can actually have a look at it. There it is right there. And there's the, clean that end. There's a rubber that goes bad right there. That's all you need to really change to rebuild this system. And let's see what else we have here. Got a spring, and then you got the other. This is the other rubber seal, and this one, they need to be replaced with new ones if you were to rebuild it. So I'm just having a good look to see what else we have in here. Okay. I'm so not trusting this. Now what else can I do here? So this aftermarket thing here has got me worried now. This is the original one. Let's see if I can just clean it up a little bit more so it's not so filthy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think I should put some grease in this. The only issues I'm having is deciding whether I can reuse this. Oh man, that doesn't work either. That doesn't work. Sorry guys, it doesn't work. It appears that it needs its own I have no idea. No, this is not gonna work. Okay, let's see, what else could you do here? So I can go in. Oh, hang on. Hang on. No, well, it's not perfect. What if I did that? What if I just put that on top? I think that's another way to do it. Just put it all the way on top like that. Alright, I'm just gonna put it together like this. I kind of need a second hand here, but what can I do now? I think I can reuse this boot. I'm gonna just do that. It needs it. It needs this boot. Just can't imagine dust not entering that system. It's going to. There's no doubt about it. I need a vise. It would have made this job easier if I had the vise with me. The bench vise. Because right now, oh, that hurts. Whew, that hurts. It's not cooperating. It's gonna be a long. I think I need to take this home with me. Do the job there, then bring it back fully adjusted. Otherwise, oh yeah. Why didn't it come with its own push rod? That's what I'm wondering. This is ridiculous. Oh boy. I need to take this home and put it in a vise. Ay. That spring is tight. It's not allowing me to do what I need to do. Nope. It's refused. I think that's what I'll do. I need to take this home with me. There's not enough. This spring is very tight. It wants to spring out, and I'm scared it's gonna just spring into the atmosphere and I won't be able to find it. And this little clip here, the circlip is not cooperating with me at all. It's refusing. It's refusing. It's really fighting me now. Oh boy. Come on, please. Why? I don't know why they have to change anything. It doesn't even make any sense. This doesn't make any sense. Why just sell everything, every part? Why sell half a part? Come on. And you can't use this part. Why can't we use this? Why couldn't you just make the holes bigger? Doesn't make any sense. This is what I'm fighting with, guys. Look at this. This is the old part. It doesn't want to go. It literally doesn't want to go. And I'm trying to use the original piece here because this one doesn't have one. I don't have a box. I don't have a box for this part, so I don't know if it even came with it. There's no box in the car. This is how it... I don't understand why they did this. This is not... It's not good. It's not good at all, guys. Not good. This one here. I want to find out if there's any... you know what, guys? I really need to take this home. There's no way. No, this has to go. I don't know. I need to take this home and figure this out, because I might be fighting to do this job here, whereas it would have been so much easier if it was just one of these. This part here looks just so much better. It looks better, it fits perfectly, there's no playing around. This one here, I don't even trust it. It just looks weak. And this part here doesn't fit in there nicely. It's got... Honestly, I think... wow. What do I do with this now? Let's try one more time. You guys must be so bored right now. I don't blame you, because this part of the job, that's the reality of YouTube, guys. You think everything happens just like, oh, it's done. No. We cut the video, we go figure it out, and we come back with the result. So if you can't wait that long, just tune out for a bit and come back next week or next video. Hopefully by then I would have figured this out, and for the time being, I'm gonna try and find out where my brother got this part from. I might actually have to go to a parts supplier and see if they have the same original one, because I don't trust it. Just because I don't trust it, that's the only reason. I hate doing jobs where I am not sure it's gonna work, because if it doesn't work, it'll just be terrible. Look, I got that on. It looks like I've got it on. Didn't need to... It wants to come back out. Does it want to come back? It looks like I managed to get it on. I didn't need the bench after all. Oh wow, the spring. It's in there. It's in there. And there we go. But now, here comes the problem. The length. How is it looking? It's way too long. No. It's too short. So from here on, I need to adjust this one out. That means I need to... Oh boy. Oh, now I've stuffed up. Oh boy, I stuffed up. I need to do that again. Let's see. Well, and the point would be to put that on there like so. so that's sitting loose. I think what I'm gonna have to do is just put on the car. There's no, yeah, I'm gonna have to reset it. There's no other way. I'm gonna have to adjust it under the dashboard and see if I can make it longer, long enough. This part I don't think I'm gonna like because, see, I've got that on with a boot cover. It's not perfect, but I guess it works ish. That would work, I think. So I'll leave that for now like that and just wait and see if all these bits and pieces, I'm gonna save these because wow, I really like the original thing. I really like the original thing. I wish, what can you do? What can you do? I'm gonna put all this back in there, and then hopefully I'll save this one in case we need it. If we need it, I will take it to a brake specialist and they will rebuild it for sure. I know. Actually, not even the brake specialist. I can do it. I can actually rebuild this myself. I can definitely rebuild it myself. I'm gonna keep this. Keep this. Never throw this away. The original parts are always good to keep because you just never know. It's good to keep the original parts because you never know. Never throw this stuff away. In case the aftermarket doesn't work, we can just slip this back on, rebuild it, and be back on the road. So yeah, definitely gonna keep this safe in a boot somewhere before somebody throws it away, because the chances of this being thrown is high. Yeah. So that's back there in the boot, safe and sound, safe and secure with no alarm. It feels grindy, just I measured from the wrong position here, guys. That's the problem. I measured it from here to the nut. Oh, hang on. Maybe that's still a good idea. How is that? No. Yeah, so it's short by, what is that, a centimeter? It's short by, I don't have a ruler, guys. I don't have a ruler now. I surely can adjust it. It's not much. Yeah. That's all we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to adjust this nut here. Take that nut, loosen it, and unwind it. Get it perfect. Yes, that's what I would do. There's no other way around it, guys. I thought I could cheat the system, find another way, but unfortunately, it looks like I won't find another way tonight. I'm too far from home. If this was home at my place, I could have found some tools and rulers and things and get it just perfect. But no, it's okay. I'll have to adjust it again from scratch and just pray, hope that this got enough length to actually fit. I don't see why it shouldn't. I think it will fit, guys. But oh, so that's how I'm gonna hold it, like that. What's going on? So that's the clamp. I'm gonna undo this nut here. Okay, guys, this video's become too long. I'm gonna stop now. Tune in next time. Bye.